So last night I actually got my history exam finished and it was like extremely good. Pretty proud of myself. And I submitted it an hour and a half before it was due. So that was super exciting. And then I slept for 5 hours and woke up and studied for my electric circuits exam, which I just finished and I'm super happy. I'm pretty sure I either got an A or a B, which is like amazing because I needed to get above the 70 to pass the class, and I'm pretty sure I got like an A or a B. So that's awesome. Now I get to stress out about my Calculus 3 exam that I have to get an 81% or better on in order to pass the class with a C. And for my major, you have to pass it to go to the next class with a C. So that sucks. And now I'm on my way over to the ceramics studio to talk to my Professor Al about my ceramics portfolio, which I'm actually excited about because ceramics is the shiz and I love it. Okay, so this is my beautiful ceramics studio. We've got all of our glazes out on the table. These are all of the clay one shelves. It's so big and bright, and it's so nice to be in here, especially whenever there's nobody else in here. These are my beautiful shelves. They have lots of purple on them. And those 3 pieces right there are my semester-long project. They're all wrapped up right now, but they have taken me forever. And then there's all of my finished stuff, or at least partially finished. Here we have the Glaze Room, which is where all of our chemicals and stuff are, and our little mini test kiln. And this room is the kiln room, as you can see. And those are the bisque shelves. And then we've got 3 electric kilns. And then that's all of Al's work. She keeps it all in here. And here is the clay room. We've got our bins of glass clay, and then that's our clay mixer, and that's our pug mill. And out here is the kiln yard. That's our salt kiln. Our gas kiln. That's our raku kiln. You have to lift that to lower the lid, which that's the lid. And then this is our awesome wood kiln that we've never actually gotten to temperature, so that's always fun. And then that's a pit kiln setup, which you just rebuild those every time that you need them. And that's the ceramics studio at USI, my home away from home. Okay, so tonight me and Ken went on a shoe store adventure because Ken's work boots that he's been wearing for the last 2 years literally look like this. Hey Ken, did you ever accidentally put your shoe on and have this happen? No. Okay, from this to the brand new boots. Woohoo, yeah. And Ken, while we were at Shoe Carnival, heard the thing go over the loudspeaker, and it was like, buy 2 pairs of shoes and get 1 half off. So I was like, oh my God, Ken, you have to get another pair of shoes. That's the kind of deal that you just can't pass up. He was like, no, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. There's no way I can afford it. And then I was like, fine, since you paid $20 for our food and I told you I was going to pay for it anyways, then I'll just buy your shoes. And so then we went up to the front of the store and we were about ready to check out, and I was making jokes and stuff. Like, I walked up to Ken after he was already up there, and he was like on the side of the aisle where the cash registers are, like the other side right behind him. And I walked up to him because he was already over there and I was like walking around the rest of the store. And I walked up to him and I was like, excuse me, sir, you're not allowed to be on that side of the aisle. That is for employees only. And he like legit like turned around and like looked around to make sure that he was allowed to be over there. And the guy that was like the cash register like employee, he was cracking up. And so then Ken eventually picked out his shoe inserts.
Cashier.
Whatever, cashier. They knew what I meant. So Ken picked out his shoe inserts that he wanted for his boots. And then he walked up to the cashier, and we already had picked out a pair of shoes, which these are the shoes that I picked out because they are fly. Just kidding, but they're awesome. And Ken looks totally amazing and sexy, and he just looks really good in them. And so I picked these out, and they were going to be like $32 or something. And so I was like, that's fine. I'll cover that. And then we go up to the cashier, and he was like ringing us up, and he's like, wait, do you guys have smartphones? And I was like, well, yeah. And so he's like, go on shoecarnival.com or like Retail Me Not. And I was like, okay, because, you know, I'm all about that coupon life. And so I went on Retail Me Not, and he gave us a $20 off coupon. So Ken's $30 shoes ended up being $9.99. And he said he could not afford them. Like, who is an amazing sale shopper? This girl. I just bought him a $60 pair of shoes for $9.99. Go Paige. Woohoo. But, yeah. So, that was our little shoe store adventure. And then after that, we came back here. And now we're going to bed. So, be sure to comment in the comments below and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.